What's up everybody, welcome to Elevation Dent Company. In today's video, we're going to be fixing several dents on the Subaru Outback. The first and most obvious is this really large dent right here on the driver's side fender. I've also got a quarter-size dent here on the rear door, and I've got a quarter-size dent here on the passenger side roof rail. I'm going to start out first by fixing this large dent because it will take the most time. By looking at this dent, it's running from the upper half of this fender, coming all the way down, getting into the lower body line. The fender is pushed in a little bit right through here, but I'm hoping once I get all this metal out, all this will work itself out. The plan is to come in with some glue and work right here in the center, try to pull as much of this bulk metal up as possible. From there, I'll get in here with some PDR tools and start doing cleanup, getting whatever metal pushed up that I couldn't remove with glue. So I'm going to take some alcohol, clean the panel up, burn off any contaminants and residues left behind. I'm going to be using this Klexo cold glue with a Kiko mini lifter. This glue is really good and fast for pulling out shallow dents. I'm going to attach it to my mini lifter, go ahead and tighten it up. I want to come right into the center of impact first, which I believe is right here into the center of that. Once I get some of this metal out, then I'll start working around the dent, pulling up all the little low areas that I can. So I'm going to stick this to the panel, push it in, then I want to turn it a little bit, make sure I get really good adhesion, then I'm going to give it a few pulls. Interested in paintless dent repair? Check out our online and offline trainings down in the description below. With those first couple pulls, we pulled a lot of that metal out. Even though that dent appeared to be really deep, it was also really shallow, which is why a lot of that metal just sprung back like that in the first couple of pulls. We still got a lot of little low spots up and through here and through this area. We've also got some work down here in the bottom still. So I'm gonna come in with that glue a couple more times to see if I can come in and pull these low spots up before I get on this with any tools. I'm gonna come into this section right through here. Now that I got a lot of those low spots pulled out, I've got a blending hammer with an M24 tip by Dentcraft. Now I'm going to use this to come in and tap down these crowns left behind on the outside of this dent. And I want to come in and pop all these clips out so I can get this cover out of my way. With that cover out of the way, I'm gonna utilize this big access hole here in the back part of the fender. So I'm gonna start out first with this rod, and it's by A1 Tools. I've got a rubber tip that I'm gonna apply to the end of this. That's gonna make my tool tip a lot more bulky, which is gonna work great for coming in and pushing out all these shallow low spots. So I'm gonna slide this directly down inside that hole, and I'm gonna be doing a twisting motion like this to slowly work this metal out. Now that I have this upper half complete, I'm now gonna drop down into the lower section. Instead of working this fender from the top half now, I'm gonna be working it from the lower half. So I'm gonna take a fender liner tool, I'm gonna shove it up inside this lip, then I'm gonna peel the wheel liner back. Now that I got a hole in there to shove a tool through, I'm gonna be using this Ultra Dent tool, and the tip of this has a triple bend on it. And I'm also gonna put a blunt tip on this as well. Now I'm gonna slide this tool up inside the liner. As I come in here and start applying pressure to this, I'm gonna be using this tire as a leverage point. So now that I have this fender done, I'm gonna move on to this door dent. I'm gonna grab a window guard and a window wedge. I'm gonna slide the guard inside the door in front of the glass. Then I'm gonna slide in my window wedge. Now that I have that nice gap in there, separating the skin from the window, I'm gonna take this Ultra Dent tool. This tool right here is made mainly for coming in the door skins. Once I get this tool inside the door, I'm gonna put that tip directly in the center of that dent, slowly start giving it pressure from the inside until we work the dent out. Before I start pushing on this, I've got a scuff down in the center of this dent. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of compound on it. Then I'm gonna hit it with this Milwaukee 3-inch buffer. With that scuff gone, I can see the inside of that dent a lot more clear. So I'm gonna slide it into the door. Now that I have this door dent done, now I'm gonna move on to this dent in the roof rail. I'm gonna spray it with some alcohol, hit it with a torch. I'm gonna grab a glue tab. I'm gonna be using a small tab by Kiko. I've also got some glue here by Dent. I'm gonna apply a little bit of glue directly in the center. Then I'm gonna apply it directly in the center of that dent. I'm gonna be using this mini lifter by Ultra Dent Tools. I'm gonna put it on the tab. Then I'm gonna adjust my pressure. Now I'm gonna apply pressure to the tab, slowly moving that dent up. Now I'm gonna spray some alcohol on it to release the tab. With that first pull, we pulled a good amount of metal out. We still have a low spot right in through here. What I'm gonna do is hammer on the back side of this metal a little bit to open it up, so I got a more shallow spot for my tab to lay down into. And that's the look I'm going for. It's a lot more shallow now. Now I'm gonna apply some more glue, apply some more pressure. Now that I pulled that metal out, we have this mound here. I'm gonna use this knockdown to come in and lay this thing flat. That's a wrap on this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this repair down in the comments below. If Autobody and PDR is your thing, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.